everyone, this is Sandy Reese with StampinCrew.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Want to welcome you back to our weekly tutorial. I have a cute project to show with you today, or to share with you today. Before we get started, I did do a drawing for last week's winner. We had made some super cute Halloween tags, and Kathleen W. is our winner, so I will have those for her. And set that aside. Okay, so before we get started, I want to make sure you come in next week. I've got a new technique to show you. I was part of an exclusive group that saw a demonstration from one of our concept artists last night, and it pretty much blew everybody's mind. So I think you're really going to enjoy this. So make sure to check back next week, and I will have a super cool video for you. Okay, let's get over to our project. All right, so some of you are Paper Pumpkin subscribers. So this is for everyone who oh, sorry. That was my alarm to make sure I wasn't late today. So for those of you that subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, I do a bonus project every month for my subscribers, and I send them all the supplies they need to make it. And this is the card that I had done. I love, I did use the Brick Wall embossing folder. I pre-embossed today for our, I don't know if you can see that a little bit. Love this embossing folder. And then I also used the stitch shape dies, and I used the smallest square. So if you can see that. It's a little bit blurry, apologize for that. With this Paper Pumpkin kit, though, that was our September kit, it came with all the supplies you need to make a ton of treat boxes, and these could be for Halloween or Thanksgiving. These are the boxes. Aren't they cute? Double-sided, so you could use either side. Then it came with hundreds. I'm telling you, hundreds of labels. A sheet, these are white flowers and labels. We had brown and yellow flowers. We had 4 sheets of pumpkins plus little labels there. We had 4 sheets of leaves with all these great colors. We had a sheet of hats. There was sheets, all these really pretty little lacy embellishments, which I will use another time. So those came in black. These are a couple sheets of black cats. I haven't made my actual project yet. I usually make some stuff for Jackie to give to her co-workers. Super cute cats. And then we have some sheets of the some more lacy elements and some little like ribbons or vines or whatever you want to call them, and then lots more vines over here. So, and then it also came with some dimensionals, some glue dots, twine, black and white twine, which is always welcome, and then some a Cajun Craze Stampin' Spot. So, tons of extra goodies, which I love. So, I thought for my bonus project that I would use some of the extra goodies. So I'm going to show you how I put that together, and then I'm going to show you another project that looks the same layout, but using a bundle that we have in the catalog, the mini catalog. I'm hoping I have enough adhesive. If not, I have some glue with me. So I'm using a Paper Pumpkin base, or not Paper Pumpkin, pumpkin pie, some sort of pumpkin base. And then we just used a little bit of cinnamon cider. This is one of our new in colors this year. Whoops. When that catches and it tears your paper, you got to kind of pull that adhesive up and get rid of that torn part sticking to me. Okay, I just centered this, and I will upload dimensions later in the day. And then I pre-emboss the brick wall just for times purposes today. So I'm going to use a little bit of seal on here. See if we can get that centered. Okay, so then I use 4 of these little small stitch squares, and I put them over to the side up a little bit. I wanted them kind of centered over to the side. I went ahead and added my dimensionals just to save a bit of time. Cards are so quick and easy when someone pre-cuts everything for you, aren't they? Which is one reason I love Paper Pumpkin so much, is everything when I'm doing my kit is put together for me. I don't get that very often. I usually have to do all the putting together. Okay, so I used some of the little extra items that were in the kit. So there's one of the small pumpkins. And I used a couple flowers. I wanted to tie in my cinnamon cider, color with one of those. Then I wanted to add some more of the fall colors, so I added a little crushed curry or daffodil delight. I don't know which one it is. I think it's crushed curry. All right, and then I added one of these, whoops, that's probably too much glue. One of these Cajun Craze leaves. Let's put it on at an angle because we're going to pop up one of these. These look like Mossy Meadow. I love Mossy Meadow because it also goes with Old Olive and Pear Pizzazz. It's all kind of that same color family. Okay, now I just left that one blank. I'm not even going to worry about that because I'm going to stamp a little label from the stamp set, which I love. Let me see if you can see that stamp set. It has a hat with a pumpkin, little flowers. It has a big pumpkin. It has a big pumpkin face, a small pumpkin face. So if I wanted to make this Halloween, I could stamp a pumpkin face on there, some leaves, a flower, and then some sentiments, which say give thanks, hello pumpkin, trick or treat, spooky and sweet, or have a happy Halloween. Lots of cute little sentiments on this one. So I'm using Cajun Craze since that's the color that came, oh, I've got something on my block here. It's the color that came with the kit. So I'm going to just stamp give thanks on this one. Hopefully that went on straight, relatively straight. I think I might need to do some re-inking on my ink pad. And I'm going to just put one dimensional over to the left, the back of the left side, and just a little bit of glue here because I want it to be at the same level as my little square. And then we're going to just pop our little bow, and I could have used one of the other colors, but I just went with some of my linen thread. Make sure my loops are even, and we'll use a glue dot. And my glue dot's bigger than my bow, so I'm going to just kind of smash it and make it a little bit smaller. And there you go. I mean, how cute is that? Oh, we've got to bling it up. Now there weren't any, I don't think there were any sparkles or sequins in the kit, so I'm just using some of my champagne rhinestones since they have kind of a yellowy orangey color, and I'm just going to put one in the center of each flower because just adding a little bit of sparkle, you know, you always got to have something, just a little bit of sparkle. Isn't that pretty? I love that. Okay, we're going to make another card, same layout, but we're going to use the Gilded Autumn Suite. So I'm going to start out with Cajun Craze for this one first, and then we're going to use Vanilla. Cajun Craze and Vanilla. This is a big piece I'm going to stick on the inside since this is a darker card base. And then instead of cinnamon cider, I'm going to use some of Early Espresso, which is one of my favorite Stampin' Up colors. I use this so much. I have several espresso pads because I use it for classes a lot. And then I've done a piece of vanilla in the brick wall embossing folder. So we'll just adhere this, hopefully straight. Okay, and then I've already die cut my 4 pieces, hopefully here. 4 pieces of vanilla. So I'm going to flip those over. Now, if you're not sure which is the right side of a die cut piece, the back side is going to be rough and the front is going to be smooth. So let's just throw a couple of dimensionals on these. I didn't pre-do this. I was going to, and then I realized how late it was getting and I ran out of time. Alright, we'll throw a couple on this one. You could use 1 of the big dimensionals or 2 of the small. You certainly don't need 4, so you don't need a ton of these. These are little itty bitty pieces, so 2 minis will be plenty. This is going to be a little bit higher than the other, but that's okay. Alright. I'm not doing any measuring, I'm just eyeballing it. And you know why. I want to live dangerously. Okay, so now I'm going to take some of the Gilded Autumn, the specialty designer paper. Oh, I needed my punches. Hold on. Where are my punches? That is a good question. Okay. I needed my punches and I didn't have them out yet. Okay, I love these punches. I love this paper because it makes doing this very quick. Now, this is just an extra piece of the paper that I had. I'm going to just kind of cut it apart a little bit so that I can easily get into my images. So we need an acorn. These line up perfectly. All right, so we have an acorn. Let's do this leaf over here on this side. See if we can get that lined up. My hands are a little shaky. Today I had coffee and no food yet, so that could be a problem. All right, then I need to get in a little bit closer to cut out this mint macaron maple leaf. You could stamp this. We have stamps that go with these, but I just thought I would use the designer paper today. I think that's a very light leaf. Okay. So what I'm going to do, let's get some dimensionals. I think we'll just try 1 on each for right now. I think I'm going to put this one over here. And let's put this one right here. And there's enough leaves in there. You could make a ton of these for your Thanksgiving cards or whatever you want to do. So I'm going to try this 2 ways. I haven't done it yet, but I took out a strip of mint macaron and a strip of vanilla, and I'm going to stamp on here. We'll see which one looks better. Kind of like the color of the mint, but I think it might show a little better. Let's see. Let's use a stamp from the Beautiful Autumn stamp set. Since I'm doing a small one, I mean, I could fit Have a Beautiful Day, but I'm going to just do Hey There. Hey There, and send this off to someone. And you could even use a thinner piece. I just use little 1/2-inch strips because I have a ton of these in every color in the rainbow. And we'll just flag the end. We do have a flag punch, but you know, like I said, I like to live dangerously and I also like to go quickly. So if I can do it by hand, as long as it's pretty close, I'm happy. All right, so which way looks better? We could do Hey There with the mint or Hey There with the vanilla. You know, I don't know. I kind of like them both. Mint. We'll try the mint. I feel like having a little, because we don't have as much going on up here, having that little bit of color will help break up some of all that vanilla right there. So let's put a little glue here. Stick that on, and then we'll tie a little bow. I have this highly mangled bolt of twine, of linen thread, which I'm not using for classes because I've somehow managed to mangle it and get it all off the roll. So we're just going to tie a little bow. These are nice and easy to tie because you can, once you tie the bow, you can kind of play with it and get it so the loops are the same size and everything's hanging down properly. Oh, cute. Love that. Okay, glue dot. Another way I like to use these glue dots is I'll pull one off with my little pick tool and kind of roll it up as it goes. So you see how that's a lot narrower than it was originally. Just kind of squish it into a thin line. I'll show you. Can you see that right here? It's more of a thin line than it is a round dot. And then my whole thing, see, it's not even sticky. We'll just cover that. Isn't that cute? And then on the inside, we could say, let's go ahead and stamp something on the inside. I love this sentiment. It says, my heart is grateful for you. I don't have a small block. I'm going to have to use my big one that I have over here. And let's get our Cajun Craze back out. And I've already glued it, so let's just hope I am lucky. Yay! My heart is grateful for you. Okay, so what did you guys think? Here's our pumpkin card, paper pumpkin card, and then an alternate project. So if you share this video this week, I will enter you into a drawing for both of these cards. I'm going to send you 2 cards. And I appreciate you stopping by today. And next week we have an awesome new technique that I'm going to show you. All right, thanks everybody. Bye-bye.